Hello, and welcome to Humor is Cheaper Than Therapy. We are not doctors, nor are we therapists. We're ordinary women who share crazy life experiences with a sense of humor. Grab a beverage, sit and listen to candid conversations between mothers, daughters, sisters, and friends. Join us, Kelly, Shelley, Margot, and Mom, because we are cheaper than therapy.
This podcast was recorded on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020. We try not to get political, but it was election night, so we do mention the election a time or two. We hope you enjoy our discussion about the Halloween parties we used to have, as well as all of the other topics we discuss. This group of ladies certainly does travel down numerous rabbit trails during one conversation. Enjoy!
Hi, Terry here from Montana.
Hi, it's Kelly from Minnesota.
This is Shelley from Minnesota.
And this is Margot from Montana. And this is Humor is Cheaper Than Therapy podcast.
So we'll try to be funny this time.
I think we always get a little funny, don't we?
Well, I just edited for 2.5 hours on episode number 11 or something, and I can't even finish it because I'm like, all we talked about was current events and COVID, and I'm like, we're not funny.
We're not funny.
We're not funny. We're not funny on this one. So we'll see how far I get. I mean, I'm about halfway through, so I'm sure we'll get funny.
We were funny at the beginning.
Yeah, the intro was gold. So that's staying in. I'm going to have a disclaimer. The intro's the only funny thing on this one.
Yeah, life, the whole idea is we still look at things with a brighter attitude, I guess I would say. Even if the situation isn't funny, we still try to look at it with a brighter, positive, what can we take from this attitude?
Do we?
I think so.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think we're very much grumblers.
Grumblers.
Complainers.
Yeah, that's
negative Nellies. Sorry, Nellie.
No. Oh, Nellie Olson could just, go eat her licorice whip in the back room.
True.
I've been rewatching Little House on the Prairie. It's been a couple weeks since I've watched an episode, but Nellie, you just want to just punch her little curls right out of her hair.
I want to take a comb to them.
You guys ever been to Walnut Grove?
No.
No.
I have. It's only like
Nellie?
an hour from me.
How is Nellie?
She's fine. So is Mr. Olson. Oh, wait, Mr. Olson died, didn't he?
I have no idea.
Huh.
I don't remember.
Lars, right? Lars Olson. I think that's what it was.
No, I don't think it's Lars.
It's something. Nels, that's it. Okay,
Nels.
got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was he the
That's
grocery
Nellie.
store guy?
Yes.
Yes.
Nellie's dad.
Oh, okay. We watched The Little Rascals, you guys, this Sunday morning.
Goodness.
The original TV show.
Oh.
Yes. And it's on Tubi. Shout out to Tubi.
Okay.
Free.
I don't have Tubi.
Oh, do you have
It's
Amazon?
an app. You might be able to get it.
Oh, I don't know.
Just an app.
Yeah, I had it on my phone the other day. It came up and I was like, really?
No,
'Cause we talked
it's
about
a
those
different-
ads I sent. Did you see those ads?
I didn't play them. I was at work, Mother.
Oh,
I didn't look
you
at
should have
'em.
played them.
You sent the one with
Unbelievable.
Betty White. I just saw her picture. And on Netflix, there's a great Betty White documentary. Love it.
Oh, I don't have Netflix anymore. Darn it.
There's also a great Dolly Parton one.
You got to wonder if those are available elsewhere.
I don't know, but Dolly Parton is credited with playing nails on the song 9 to 5 because that's how she started it. She took her acrylic nails and put them together and started, I tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen and pour myself a cup of ambition. And they had her play the nails on the recording of the song, and she's credited for that.
Playing her fingernails. That's bizarre.
Oh, my.
FYI, Betty White, First Lady of Television,
Mhm.
is only available on Netflix.
It's so good.
I've listened to podcasts about her, and she was amazing. Yeah.
I was
Yes.
late for work.
She could put up with nothing, and if she didn't get what she wanted, she was out of there. She didn't care.
Yep.
Very
I was
driven
late for
woman.
work on Monday because Betty White was learning how to make a pumpkin pie with Martha Stewart, and I had to watch it.
Well, I think you're the boss. You're allowed to be late.
I'm not the boss anymore.
Oh, yeah. The boss is on the other microphone, isn't she?
Just the boss's mom.
Just the boss's mom.
Well, I think that's a one-up, if you ask me.
That might be the outranking the boss's mom.
Yuppers.
So, question, Mom and Margot, since you stopped Netflix, and I completely forgot about it. I haven't even hardly been on it, actually. But Do you miss it?
Occasionally.
I'm sure
nah.
there's
Oh,
shows.
I
There's
don't.
that show I was watching. I was like, oh, it was only Netflix. All right. Okay.
So has there been enough of a movement for them to take it off yet?
No, they did get a hit. There were some headlines and some reporting in newspapers, and Forbes did an article about their stock and how it had gone down. And in fact, there was even some people tied to that movie, that Cuties movie, who actually did get charges brought against them, like
Really?
in Texas or Nevada or something for that movie. But they're, a $1 billion corporation. Nothing's gonna affect them. They'll slowly bounce back because people will forget. And
Right.
there was some charges laid for the
Wow.
documentary, but of course, it'll take years if anything actually comes because of it.
Right.
Yeah. So who has on their little phones the current elections going around? Little
I do
ticker
not.
to tell
Nope.
you what's going
There's
on.
a ticker?
Yeah, if you go to Fox News, they've got a ticker. Right now, Biden has 16 electoral votes and Trump has 13.
Ooh.
Oh,
Thanks
that's
for the
different than what I
update.
saw a few minutes ago.
I'll keep you guys updated. Don't worry. I got you covered.
So you're totally
Yeah.
into it, huh, Margot?
I had it up too, Margot, before we started podcasting, and Trump was ahead when I had it up.
Well, I need to know if COVID's going to be done at midnight today or not.
Oh, by the
There
way,
you go.
my test
Oh,
came
yeah.
back. I'm negative. Negative.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Yay.
Did you run up and kiss your
Yay.
husband
So
immediately
my-
because you haven't kissed him in
I
weeks?
sure did. I attacked him when he got in the door.
Oh,
Literally.
did you have to isolate from him?
Yes, because he's high risk.
So did you
So-
two like sleep in different beds?
Yes, I've been in the guest room for 10 days.
My husband would die.
He
Oh
almost
my
did.
gosh.
He almost
Margot,
did.
you act like that's a horrible thing. It works for me. Give me
Oh,
my own
sleeping in
bed.
different rooms?
Give me
No,
my own
no.
bed.
Brian,
And for him,
no.
it works because he
No.
says I don't have to listen to the snore.
Ah.
No, my husband
No.
would be like, I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances.
Well, if he really had a heart condition, I doubt he would take his chances, or that you would let him.
Right?
So
Yes.
I-
Then he would curl up on
I
the other
know.
side of the door with his pillow.
I know. It was hard. It was hard. I mean, I had to give him extra blankets because it's cold when you're sleeping alone. And
It is.
it was hard. And we had to have masks all the time. And so we were wearing masks all the time. And you can't see facial expressions. So we kept being like, are you mad? I can't,
Oh, I
you
hate
can't, because
that.
yes, you can kind of see if your eyes are smiling, but you can't. You really can't. So anyway, we're very happy today. And yes, I attacked him. He attacked me. We're very happy. Hugs, kisses, all of the above. And okay, now we can relax without saying too much here.
Yeah.
And how
Or did I say it?
how is Sharia doing? Is she better?
She's good. Yes. I would say she's 100% physically, but she still can't smell. And her taste is like 30% or vice versa, one of those two.
Okay.
And Jeremy is now out of the woods as far as off of his quarantine because he did have it as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so
it's
now,
gonna-
yeah. And now the kids who are showing no symptoms just assume they have it and are infectious little creatures. And they are quarantined from school until the 12th, I believe. They can finally go back.
And so they don't have to get tested. They just have to quarantine.
Right. Until
Okay.
everybody
Well, that's
is no symptoms and then the allotted time period has passed, then they can go back. So, yep.
Did
and
Jeremy had to quarantine from work then, huh?
yes, the new guy causing trouble.
The new guy.
Yep. But everybody seems good and nobody else of all the grandparents, because they just moved. A lot of people were in and out of their house.
Right.
Nobody else seems to have contracted it. One of Jeremy's sisters did have it, but she was asymptomatic.
Oh.
So
Now, where did they contact it at? Where'd they get it?
they're not sure. There were just too many people in and out.
Mm.
Not much masking. I don't know. But I know exactly when I was in contact with her, we thought she had a head cold. I mean, hindsight now, I go, any illness at all, we wouldn't risk it. But all of her symptoms seemed like, welcome to Minnesota. Yep, you got yourself a good old fashioned Minnesota cold. Although she had tested and she hadn't had her results back yet. And we thought, you know what, let's just be cautious. She was bringing me boxes for moving and we wore masks, but Jonah didn't because he's 2. And I hugged the stuffing out of him, even though I had my mask on. You know, we were all over each other, and hugs and smooches through the mask and stuff. And as soon as she tested positive, I was like, uh-oh. So that's when we started taking precautions. So anyway, thankfully it turned out for us, and we will be more careful going forward.
Yeah.
Well, that's all good news. Jeremy is handling it fine, or?
He's good. He's good. Yep.
Well, he's a boy. We know it's
He
going
can
to be
stay
worse.
home and game all day.
Yep, he's a gamer.
Exactly.
He's fine. So, let's see. What's our subject today, folks?
Our subject today was you guys, we're going to talk about, because I don't remember, the couple Halloween scary parties that mom and dad and all their friends put on for your teenage friends.
Right. In
back
the woods.
French Lake.
Oh,
And that
my
was
gosh.
Shelley.
I
helped with the scary.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Margot, I can't believe you don't remember, because you were there.
Do you think she was in the house was she in the house with grandma maybe?
Yeah, she was very young. She was young.
And I would think that
because this was 7th and 8th grade for me.
Yeah.
So very.
Jim and Dara were probably with us. And so we probably left those kids in the house.
Right.
Right, Margot and
Dave and
Jesse
I
probably were in the house.
Yeah, I was dating Dave I can't remember if it was one or both of them. Maybe we were married for the second one because we only dated a year.
Well, Lou was there.
Possibly.
So where were her kids? Gosh, I don't remember what we did. We just left our kids, I guess. I don't know.
So Margot won't have a lot to share, but the rest of us were there, and it was a blast. It was the best. It was the best.
So share what your thoughts are on it, Shelley, because it was your party.
So I guess I'll jumble the two, because we did it in both 7th and 8th grade. But I want to say 6 to 8 friends over. Somewhere there's one picture floating around of 7th grade, and I was Pippi Longstocking, and I had my braids sticking straight out.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I've seen a picture not too long ago somewhere in my piles of pictures. So it was really fun. So down in the basement, we had set up sort of a, party zone with beverages and decorations. And all my friends came over dressed in costumes. And I don't know how long you guys spent setting up the woods with all these terrifying things, but
an entire day.
It was amazing. It was, I'm not surprised. So, at nightfall, I think, was when we decided, okay, it's time to go out and go on our little tour through the woods. And those woods are great. They were wonderful. Perfect place for that. And as we trekked through this, kind of like on a little hike through the very dark, scary woods, there was sounds, there was music, there was cobwebs or spider webs and sheets or things in the trees. And I think there was a makeshift coffin somewhere.
You want to know the coffin story?
I do.
Yes, Mom.
There's a story.
Can I say names of the old neighbors?
Why not?
Well,
yeah.
I wouldn't say their last names.
Okay, well, Mr. Jim next door,
Mm-hmm.
they always they always went to their cabin or something on Halloween. I don't know where they were. They went hunting or something. I don't know. And they had an old fashioned coffin in their garage, one of those wood ones like you see in the movies. And so we just went over. We just went over and stole it.
No way, really?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we put it back.
Did you borrow?
We borrowed
so
it.
you borrowed it. Okay.
Yeah. And then we
there was a chainsaw too.
Yes, there was a chainsaw and there was hatchets, and there's an old cabin up in those woods, so there was creaking doors or slamming doors.
Oh my gosh!
And Ben jumped out of a tree one time.
Yeah,
I think Dave and I were only a part of the second one because you were 14 when we got married. Well, he would have been I brought him out in October, the year I met him, when you were 13. I don't know. I just remember it was fun scaring y'all.
And the second year was the best because we took car batteries and hooked up lights and everything out there. We had strobe lights.
It was incredible. And for being that long ago, that was, early 80s. I just remember that my one friend, Lyle, got so scared. I think he threw up out there in the woods.
He fell down, curled up on the ground, and started throwing up. Yep.
Somebody had an asthma attack or something.
That would have been Kelly probably. I need to get Kelly Peterson involved and ask her.
I was going to say Kelly McKenzie was there. Yeah.
You guys, you're saying last names.
She don't care. Nobody listens. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Does Kelly
Just for
listen?
us? No,
Why?
Have you told her?
I don't know. I might have.
I'll tell her. I'm telling her. She will love this.
Oh,
Uh-oh, she's getting told.
Yep.
oh.
I mean, it might even
Yes.
tell Kit as well.
I know we walked by
That
that
would be
coffin
funny.
and somebody sat up in it. And, yeah,
Mhm.
that
Yes,
was pretty good.
scared. Oh,
I think
I'm
that was
reliving
Lou,
it right
actually.
now.
Yeah, and
Wasn't
because
that
I think
Lou in it?
I think it was because and dressed in white and she had blood coming out
Yep.
of her mouth.
Yep.
And
There was blood. Yep.
Dara did the fairy ghost thing through the woods with the strobe lights. That was pretty
Yes.
funny.
Yep.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
I remember we had a string or something I pulled so that door would slam in the cabin, and
Yep.
they all fell on top of me, just like bowling pins, boom, 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 or what do you call that? Dominoes.
Dominoes. Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, and then I know we walked by Ben. He was in a tree root and he had his glow in the dark vampire teeth. And
Oh, yes.
somebody said, if anything jumps out, I will die. And he jumped out and put a flashlight on his face.
Oh, that's probably when we got Lyle.
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh, poor kid. Poor kid.
And and then that second year, Dwayne from down the street came with a hatchet and he was being Freddy Krueger or somebody. I don't know. Or
Yeah,
Jason.
that's about the right era. Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if those
That was
kids
the
remember
best.
that.
Oh, they
Well,
don't forget it.
I'm connected with a couple of them. Yeah, Lyle would never forget, and I'm actually connected with him on Facebook. I'll have to reach out and ask. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness!
Tell him we do a podcast and we were reminiscing.
I'll let him know he made our podcast.
Okay.
That was fun. That
So-
was a lot of fun. I think before you get into yours, Kelly, I think what that kind of was a pivot for me in coolness in school. I mean, not that I ever really was cool because I wasn't, but I was less uncool after that. If that makes any sense. Well, I was pretty much a wallflower. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me.
Until you were
person,
doing
so.
gymnastics there, sister. Until you were doing
Well, that was
gymnastics.
different. That was different. I mean, out there, yes. Flip around, that was fun. So
Weren't you
Anyway.
a hockey cheerleader?
I was in 9th grade. Yes.
Who did you do? Who was
so
your buddy
anyway.
on that? I know you did it with another girl.
Holly, I think there was a couple of us. The one's not cool enough, sorry, ladies, to make the football cheerleading or basketball cheerleading. Oh, what's left? Oh, hockey. Yeah, they need some people. No, we had fun, and we weren't on skates, but we were on the sidelines, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that very much. So back to Halloween, though. Yeah, Kelly, take it away.
So when our two oldest, Steve and Jackie, were in like 6th and 7th grade, we did the same thing. We haunted our woods.
I remember.
And
I remember.
yeah.
Yep.
And it was fun. It was so much fun. And guess what? Jim and Dara were here too. And we took
wow.
ideas
Oh, fun.
from the parties we did in French Lake and, incorporated them in. And yeah, it's fun to scare kids. But we had an issue we had a set of twins who were very rambunctious and tried to ruin the whole thing for everybody. And I had to rein them in and hold their hands and say, "You're ruining the party. I'll walk you back to the house if you don't want to play nice."
Bummer.
Mm-hmm. And then another year we did a party, we had the basement set up for that. No, all the little kids were in the basement with the pregnant woman, friend of mine, Melinda, watching all the younger kids. And we had refreshments set up upstairs and stuff. And then the next year we had a haunted hayride. So Dave put a trailer on the back of the tractor and took them through the woods. And then we had all the refreshments set up in the garage because there was 30 kids here. Good grief.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You think people
think
don't do that stuff anymore, do they?
I don't think so. It was
I
uncommon when
think-
we did it.
Right. I think now wouldn't you have to be careful? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
there's lawsuits and things. I don't know. But it would be fun to do again, wouldn't it?
Oh, wouldn't it though?
Could we?
Oh,
We could do it
yeah.
with adults. We could scare
That's it.
adults.
I was going
Well-
to say that.
They have corn mazes,
Mhm.
and
Are they
here our
haunted?
corn mazes, they haunt them on certain nights.
Oh, okay.
And actually, us gals here, we did that twice, and it was It was pretty scary until we got to the man in the gorilla costume. And he kind of jumped out and was like, "Rawr." And we started laughing. And he's like, "Rawr." And we were all on the ground laughing so hard.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
gosh, we were dying. And then he just kind of put his head down and just like slunk back into the corn.
Defeated. Laughed right back into the corn.
Yeah. Yes. But then you always have the one guy that jumps out and he's got the chainsaw.
Yeah.
And then, no, but I don't think we've had an actual like haunted house in Billings for a while. It's been a while since I've heard about an actual haunted house.
Well, we used the chainsaw, but there was no blade on it. Just so everybody
that's
knows.
good call. Good call.
That's
Margot. No. Good call, Kel.
I have no idea if we had one or not. We were all a little inebriated.
No.
Oh, good. Oh my gosh. I would
But
kind of, I've never done a corn maze or let alone a haunted one, but I don't like to be scared. So probably not a good idea.
So, yeah.
Chrissy wouldn't go to the corn maze because she's afraid of corn.
Wait, what?
She watched
Like
Children
of the corn kind of fear? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's afraid of corn. She's afraid of getting lost in corn and never being found and dying in the corn. So.
Now that makes
real.
sense. I'm like, yeah.
It does.
Corn.
Margot?
And you just keep walking in a straight line and then you'll get out of the corn. It's not like
eventually.
It's like 55 miles of corn in Montana. It's only a couple acres.
She must have had an experience when she was little or something.
Hey, Margot. The voting machines went down in Butte.
Of course they did. Is Butte a Democratic or Republican town?
I don't know.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Oh.
So, Margot, you got to remember, Christy grew up she was a very young child on a farm surrounded by cornfields, and they were told never to go into the corn because children do get lost in cornfields.
Forever?
Yeah, it's real.
They do.
Well,
Never.
No, not forever. Unless they fall in something.
Get hurt.
Or
I would love to
get
take you
eaten
to
by a dingo.
I want to take you to a
Eaten
real
by a what?
cornfield and send you in it.
Eaten by a dingo.
A dingo. A dingo ate my baby.
We don't have dingoes in our cornfields. What is wrong with you?
No, we don't.
Oh,
We don't. I did just listen to a podcast about that again, and
That baby that was
about
taken?
that baby
Yeah.
was taken, and
What?
the dingo ate my baby. It's a real story.
Yes.
It
God,
happened
you
in
guys.
Australia.
Funny just turned tragic. What happened?
Oh.
This family was out caravanning in the Australian outback,
Oh.
and it's a popular place. This is what the 70s is a popular place, and they pitched their tent, and they were like, I'm not sure if they're necessarily Mormons. They might have been Mormons, Jehovah Witnesses, something like that. And they're camping, and they're sitting around the campfire with the other campers, and the mom went and put the baby in the tent, and then the mom went to go check on the baby, and no more baby, and the tent was ripped, and there was a dingo off in the distance, and
Oh my goodness.
yeah, they never did find the baby.
No.
They found the baby's clothes.
And they tried to prosecute those people for that.
Well, they did. She got found guilty and was in
For-
whatever prison or jail or whatever they do because they said that she killed her baby.
But I think years later, Margot, they found
did.
some remains.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of court stuff, and then she was let out, and then they retried her, and she was found guilty again, and then they retried her, and she was found not guilty this time, and there was a whole to do because of their religion, because it was and yeah.
Do you
it's
mean to
actually
tell
a very interesting story. It really
Do you
is.
mean to tell me a dingo ate my baby came out of that story?
Yeah, because
Okay.
a dingo got my baby.
Right.
Because that's
So,
what they call wild dogs. And
Right.
she's like, a dingo's got my baby.
so that is no longer funny, and it will never be funny to me ever again.
You what?
Oh, I'm
Listen,
sad.
I want to
I'm
talk. I want to
sad.
talk
See?
about our forest again.
Wait.
I want to tell you.
Wait.
Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm just see. It's not ignorance. Truly can be bliss because that was funny before, and now it's never going to be funny again because I know where it originated, and I'm sad. Okay, I'll be all right.
I just want
You'll be all right.
the funny thing for me about the French Lake Woods story is your dad was a deacon in the church, and we were youth leaders. I think Shelley might have been president of the youth group at that time. I don't remember. and we were in a very rigid church. And
Yes,
I
we
did
were.
not want them to know we did that because it was scaring people with ghosts and stuff would have been horrible.
Yeah, sacrilegious. Yes.
And I was so scared they were going to find out.
Well, they
Well,
hopefully
what was
aren't
the name of that
listening.
pastor? Pastor
Johnson. Yeah,
Pastor Johnson, he has passed. So
he has. He was
he will
ancient
not
then.
rebuke us. He will not rebuke us anymore.
No.
I've been rebuked by him more than once.
Do you guys know that when I went back one time and went to church with Betty Jo and her family, and it was Communion Sunday, he refused to give me communion?
What?
Pastor Johnson?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I never completed communion.
Confirmation.
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 Oh, yep. Rigid.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck in the traditions and not okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's like, dude, who are you to tell me what my relationship with the Lord?
Exactly.
Right.
Well, Margot, he has passed, and so you can have all the communion you want. In fact, we can all go get some bread and juice and have it together.
We could do it right now.
That's right.
Oh, too funny. So
I remember, sorry, Cal, I just
No,
got to
go
go
ahead.
back because Pastor Johnson. Okay, so I remember Pastor Johnson. I wanted to dance. Here I am, 15 or 16, and my mom and dad are like, no, it must have been 14 or 15. Nope, dancing's no good. I'm like, what? Why? Well, let's go talk to Pastor Johnson. And there we went to talk to Pastor Johnson. And turns out dancing causes young men to sin, to lust. And so, no, therefore we must not dance.
I'm
here to
sorry,
tell ya,
Shelley. I'm sorry. I
it's
did
okay,
that to
Mom.
you.
It is what it is. No, Mom, you did the best you could with what you had at the time. I mean, I bought into it too, but guess what? I danced anyway. And guess what? Boys lust regardless, whether you're dancing or not. So
that's right.
it is what it is.
Just watch
We all know better
Footloose.
now.
He
That's
says
right.
it very well in Footloose.
There is a time to dance.
Yes.
I mean,
It's in
David
the
in the
Bible, damn
Bible
it.
danced. Yeah, he danced till his clothes fell off.
Yeah.
As long as-
Oh, and that made
He
his wife
did.
mad. His wife was mad. Her name was Michael. She was
yes,
mad.
she was. She was embarrassed. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
I think
let's all
dancing is
dance
a
till
really
our
good-
clothes fall off then.
No. Good Lord, no. Secure them
oh my-
things.
Oh, please.
So am I. Anyway.
So the French Lutheran Church, if you guys
Yeah.
remember, there's the altar, and then behind the altar was the picture of Jesus with the sheep.
Mhm.
Yes,
Do you remember that?
I do. Yep.
Well, at Jason's church in Big Timber, his Lutheran church, same exact thing.
Wow.
Except I think our altar was painted white.
Ours was white.
Yeah, and theirs was just natural wood. And then the church in Melville, which is just north of Big Timber, also has the same thing. The altar with the same Jesus and sheep picture.
Interesting.
And there was a single artist that basically just went across the country and painted this mural for Lutheran churches.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't know
because it wasn't
that.
just a picture; it was a mural. Yeah, it was painted right on the wall. Very cool.
That
Oh,
is
fun
cool.
fact.
That's
Yeah.
good history.
Nice trivia, Margot.
I live really close to there. I should go see if it's still there. See what that church looks like.
Oh, that would be very interesting to get a picture of the inside of
Yeah.
the church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it's still
And
the
does
same.
it smell the same?
He Pastor Johnson
Does
lived
smell.
in Wilmer. Do you remember that? He had to drive there?
Yes.
Because he lived in Wilmer.
Yep.
Really? Oh, that's funny. I didn't know
And
that.
they
I
had
didn't really know Pastor Johnson.
They had a next door to the church there was a huge lot to build a what do you call that where the pastor lives?
Parsonage.
Parsonage. And he took the money and planted all those pine trees next to it because he wasn't moving from Wilmer.
Ah, I love it.
Oh, that's
That's
You know what I
funny.
remember too is his sweet little wife. Oh, my
Oh,
goodness. Bless her
bless
little
her
heart.
heart.
I loved her. What was her name?
I don't remember.
I want to say Nancy because I think Nancy Reagan reminded me of her.
They did look similar. Yes.
They were very just little petite people, but I don't know. Anyway, she was a sweet thing.
Yes, she was. She was very, very nice and petite and just like the quintessential pastor's
pastor's wife. Exactly.
wife. Sensible
Yeah.
shoes, dress right below the knees.
Sensible
Tissue up the sleeve.
Yep.
Oh,
I would never qualify. Oh my goodness.
Speaking of tissues up the sleeve, that's where you put
Grandma.
that's where you put those hankies, Shelley, that your sister bought you.
I know. I like those hankies. I have, Margot, I love those hankies. I have a real hard time putting a booger in them, though. They're pretty.
They're pretty.
Yeah. I will cry into them and dab my tears, but no snot.
But
Nope.
Do you drop it for your husband so he can pick it up for you? And
I haven't yet, but
no, you gave her the idea.
I will. I've got a couple in my purse, a couple in my bag. I really like them. It just makes me feel, I don't know what it is. There's something fun about it.
Feminine.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know.
yeah, I blow boogers into them all the time.
So, okay, good. That's good to know. So you blow your nose and then what?
And then I'll, fold it once or twice depending upon what kind of booger edge I had.
How much? Yes. Okay. How much boogerage?
Yeah. How much boogerage. And then if, like I'm here at work or whatever, out and about, if I have to reuse it, I just unfold it again and find a not wet boogered part and blow my nose again.
Okay. Okay.
And then when I get home, it comes out of my purse, goes into my little net bag that I have to wash them so they don't get lost in
lingerie bag or whatever.
Washing machine. Mm-hmm. And then I grab another one and stick it back in my purse.
Okay, so next question. When you wash those little buggers, they come out like a used tissue. Do you iron yours like I iron mine?
I ironed them the first time I washed them.
Okay.
And then the second time, I did not put them in the dryer. I just took them out of my bag after I washed them and I laid them out on top of my washer and dryer.
Perfect.
And, they still weren't wrinkle free, but at least they weren't a stupid little knotted up ball.
What makes them wad up like that? I was like, what is this?
No, but it's very, very frustrating.
I said,
I have a couple times now, just not thinking, just throwing them into the dryer, and then I'm like, oh. But I have a steamer, so I just clip it up to my little steamer hanger and
little hoity-toity over there. Nice.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys have an iron.
What? Oh, you're funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clothes gets wrinkled.
Not in my house. Then they go back in the dryer.
Hey,
the dryer is a perfectly good iron.
There we go. I'm good with that.
It does. Yes, it does. It does, but not for everything. But
no,
yes,
no, not for tissues or hankies. I guarantee it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
In fact, I took a picture, Margot. Do you remember me sending that to you?
Mm-hmm. Of all your pre-ironed wash.
They came out like this. Yep. Because I was so shocked. Like, what happened to these?
They were so pretty before.
So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.
Oh, I found my picture. I'll have to share it.
If I have to iron it, it is not coming in this house.
I don't iron either, but my cloth napkins, that makes me so mad that those green ones I bought, Margot, we didn't know how they would wash up. They washed up wonderful. They're great.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Just FYI, Trump just went from 62 to 73 in the blink of an eye. Joe Biden, though, is at 91. So
are you kidding?
Yeah.
My phone hasn't updated because I was at 85. Now I'm at 61 and 85.
All right.
Okay. Oh, let's talk about something else.
Okay.
It just doesn't matter, you guys. It doesn't matter how it turns out. It's going to be a big fat shit show. So get ready.
Oh,
I was just going to say shit show and you said it, Shell. High
five. Let's have our health moment.
Okay.
How about we don't?
Oh, okay.
And cut.
Now, Mom has been waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks to do her moment.
How do you remember that?
How about we?
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Health moment. Shelley.
Yes, ma'am.
How much vitamin D should a person take? Because
I'm so happy you mentioned that because that was going to be my next health moment. I just wasn't prepared tonight.
Okay.
Yep. Vitamin D3 is critical. And all of us up here in the Northern Hemisphere Can't get enough even in the summer. We can't, because you'd have to be basically outside exposing so much skin
Bare
at peak
naked.
sun. Yep, that you would burn. So basically, I think a very good place to start is 5,000 IUs a day, especially in the winter. Yes, it will not hurt you. Vitamin D is actually a hormone. It's not a vitamin. And the sun gives us what our bodies need to make this hormone. Super critical for optimal health. So start taking at least 5,000 IUs. And it's very hard to overdose on it. You can become a little high in it. And they say the good range is like around 40, but really to heal and to be healthy, you need between 80 and 100 in your blood test. So it's really hard to overdo it. And if you do overdo it and your test is like way over 100, all you have to do is stop taking it for a month and you drop down really fast.
So, question. I'm taking 5,000, I think, one a day.
Mm-hmm.
And so can I take more?
You can. I would strongly recommend getting a test to see where you're at. Most of us are deficient even at 5,000 IUs a day.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I am.
So,
And Kelly, you don't get outside a lot. You're in your office and you're in your house.
Well, yeah,
yep.
This time
Same
of year.
with all of us. Yep, all of us this winter, during the winter in our office and in our house. So take your vitamin D. And I love that you brought that up. That's exactly what I was going to talk about. I just wasn't prepared. So maybe next time we can circle back and maybe I'll have a little more info.
Yes. Okay. All right. Awesome.
Okay, mom's moment. She's been waiting.
Do you all have something you can make a bell sound with?
Ding.
Her mouth.
Well,
tinkle,
it's like
tinkle,
magic.
Tinkle.
No, that's not the right one, Margot.
Tinkle. Wait, what?
Ooh,
this doesn't sound like a bell.
Who was that?
Oh, hey, wait.
That was Shelly. Uh-oh.
No, that's not going to work. Don't hit a can with a screwdriver. That doesn't work.
Do it.
That was a flashlight with the screwdriver. Okay, go.
So, are you?
I guess you could say.
Mom, did you ask that?
No, you could say ding.
Okay.
Did you ask that because that's what you want to signify it's time for your moment?
No.
Oh, then why did you ask that?
Well, I'm going to ask you a question, and the first person who dings gets to do the answer.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I'm getting rid of my dinger.
It's like family. It's kind of like Family Feud or whatever that is. Don't they do that? Beep.
They buzz. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to say the name of a person or a character from a TV show, and you guys get to tell me what show it's from.
Oh, Lord. I don't remember anybody's names.
Breathe.
Okay.
The first one's easy. Everybody breathe. Okay. Kravitz.
Oh, that's from I had to ding.
You did ding.
Wait,
Who
Kelly.
Somebody.
And I don't think. Wait, dinging is not going to work. Say your name if you want to answer. Just say your name.
Okay.
Say your name. Say your name.
Say your name. Say your name.
Well, who dinged?
Kelly.
Mrs.
Who
Kravitz.
dinged? I didn't ding.
Go, Kelly.
Oh, I got it.
You start.
I didn't
You start
ding.
talking first.
All right. Mrs. Kravitz is from Bewitched.
See how easy this is?
I didn't know that.
Okay, here's a second.
Nope.
Here's the second one. Tootie.
Oh, that's
Shelley.
life.
Oh, hey, you got to say your name. Say your name if you know the answer. Then she will call on you. And Margot gets one.
Gonna work.
Okay.
We can't do it that way. We just gotta shout it out.
We got to behave ourselves.
Okay.
No.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
This is fun.
Shelly will never get one right if we don't follow the rules.
Margot.
Boss hog.
What was the question?
Margot.
Go ahead, Margot.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yep.
2 for Margot, 1 for Kelly. Shelly 0. All right. Next.
Okay. This guy was played by Leonardo DiCaprio. His name was Luke Brown.
Not a stinking clue.
You guys know all these shows, all of them. Kelly should know this one.
Margot.
Okay, she's got her.
Titanic.
No.
No.
Oh, dang it. Was it 90210?
No.
Okay.
When you get.
He was in 90210?
I don't think so, but that's the only thing I
I
can
don't
come up
think
with.
All right, give it
And
up,
I
Mom.
think
It
I
was
said
when
his
he was a
name wrong.
child.
Wait, how about Luke Brower? How about Luke Brower? Maybe I
Brower.
might have said it wrong.
I don't even know who that is.
I know he was in some show when he was a really young guy,
Mhm.
but I don't know what it was.
Growing Pains.
I don't know who he is. Oh.
Growing Pains.
Leonardo DiCaprio was in Growing Pains?
I know. I almost
Luke
freaked out
Brower.
when I saw that. Okay.
So his name used to be Luke Brower?
no, that's the character he played.
Well, that was his character.
Oh. Leonardo DiCaprio was in Growing Pains? Okay.
I know. That's the.
Leonardo DiCaprio was in Growing Pains?
What?
Listen,
Really?
that was the
Did I
only.
already ask that question?
That was the only one I had to write that real actor next to it because I couldn't believe it. All right, here we go. Ready? You're all going to know this one. Schneider.
Oh,
Shelley.
ding
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Did everybody hear me?
ding. Okay.
We part of the problem is there's a little bit of a lag time because of this, being a distant, but I said my name first before I heard you, Kelly. This is not going to
All
work.
right, Shelley, you get
Anyway,
a turn.
one day at a time.
Yep.
That's right.
Good job.
Got one.
Was there a spin-off he was in, though?
Yes.
Didn't he have his own show?
He did.
Schneider.
There was a spin-off called
What's it
Schneider.
called?
So I think I get a half a point for that one.
Even though you didn't say your name or ding. And the half point goes to the baby.
Because she whined.
Tattoo.
Oh,
Shelley.
Shelley.
Oh, Mark, stop! I have to say my name first.
Who got it?
Well, you said
Who did you
Shelley.
hear
I was
first,
saying,
Mom?
oh.
I didn't even say my name.
Yeah.
Fantasy
Okay,
Island.
Margot, go ahead. Yep. Okay.
Mom, you're going to have to say who you heard first.
I heard Margot. Okay. I know
Okay.
she's the favorite. Anyway, here you go.
Oh,
Ready? You're going
She
to
came
air and everything. Wow.
Wow. There it is, Shell.
All heard it here.
We got it recorded now.
Yep.
All here.
All right. You're all going to know this one, so you can all just shout it out. Mr. Edwards.
Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking
Said we
Mr.
didn't have to say her name.
I was thinking
She did.
Mr. Ed.
I just decided to be silent.
Can't read that one. Okay. That's it.
She
Because I
can't read
can't
it.
read this other one. It's Samantha Michelli.
Samantha
Michelli.
Michelli.
Mm-mm. No clue.
Who's the boss?
Oh, Sam.
Ah.
Wasn't she the little-
Mm.
Well,
Yep, that's
All right.
Oh, what's her name?
Melissa Milano.
That's it.
mm.
She was a psycho crazy crackhead.
Whoa.
Okay.
What?
Ooh,
I know.
Okay, so does anybody, I kept track. Does anybody want to know who wins?
yeah.
No. Oh,
The baby, the favorite.
oh, there it is.
Won the first round. That was fun, Mom. Great idea.
And,
Yeah, I
you know,
like that.
I thought Margot was going to complain because these are all shows from the 80s, and I didn't think she would want to do that.
And she did better than everybody. Look at that.
That's because
I
she's
like the
young
shows
and
from the
her
80s.
memory is better, Shell.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
So the other
And
night,
she's young and she watched him more recently, I think.
we went out to dinner. We didn't go out to dinner. We went out and had a beer with Margot and Jason for Dad's birthday. And we sat outside, ladies, outside. And Margot said, I'm only however old she said she was. I'm not going to repeat it. Well, I'm blah, blah, blah. So Dad and I are in the car and I said something about our anniversary and Thanksgiving. And he goes, yeah, 42 years. And I go, what? And he said, I thought Margot said she was older than that.
I'm like, you
Wait, what?
were married a little longer than that.
That's hilarious.
That is
That's
funny.
hilarious. When I actually have to know my birthday and know how old I am, I literally have to do math. Not this particular year because it's pretty easy.
Right.
Count by 5.
Right.
But because I lie all the time about my age.
I never
A
lie
grief
about my
sister.
age. I'm so
Neither do
proud.
I.
I'm so proud. No, I'm proud for every year I've survived this planet. Nope.
Yes.
I'm calling it. I'm good.
Hey, every
Oh.
Wednesday is when I stop at the grocery store on the way to work to pick up my next week's worth of produce and whatnot for my breakfast. I do it on
And-
Wednesday because I'm going to get my $2 worth of senior discount, damn it. I earned it.
You did earn it. You did. And how old do you have to be for that? I forget.
55.
55. Okay. So I've got a few years yet. Okay.
Yeah, a couple.
A few.
Well,
Yeah,
there
it
was
sounded-
the year. There was the year that my daughter turned 50, my other daughter turned 40, and my husband turned 60. All the same year.
Mhm.
That's pretty weird.
Oh,
It is.
yeah.
Guess who's missing in that whole equation?
Me?
Yeah, because you got stuck in the middle of shit.
Me.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. Hashtag middle
Oh.
child forgotten again.
middle child.
You weren't forgotten. You just
Yep.
weren't born on a,
Tell me about it. On a memorable year. I know. I know.
You know. Well, let's look at that. Let's look at that. What year
Yes.
were you born?
1967. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm.
7.
Which I can never
It's not a
remember.
5.
I love
It's
you
not a
very much,
0.
but I always
Mhm.
think, is it 67 or 68? Because
I do the same thing.
Disclaimer.
But
it was the wrong
Okay.
time of the year, I guess. I don't know. Oh.
my daughters
Well-
had a conversation one day about how old their mom and dad were. And one daughter said, well, it's easy. One was born in 1960, one in 65. Just figure it out. It's 2019. And the other daughter went, oh, well, that makes it easy. Facepalm. Okay.
I
While
love it.
Margot was Googling, I thought I'd share that.
You could buy a Polaroid camera for $50.
You can still buy a
Whoa,
Polaroid
A
camera
gallon.
for $50.
Oh, this is things that happened in the UK.
Oh.
I was born in America.
I do remember
that's
the
what
So
day
what you're
told
looking
you
up,
anyway.
1967.
Is she the only one who doesn't know?
Who? Wait, I missed something. What?
Never mind.
Ronald Reagan was inaugurated. That's not right. Inaugurated as the governor of California.
In 1967?
January 2nd.
I was almost a year from being born then.
Mhm.
You were.
You weren't even an inkling
True.
yet.
That's why it's so hard to remember, because it was almost right on the border of the
Yeah.
year.
I always have to think
Yes.
about it. I have to go, what year was
I never have to think about it. Okay, so
That's-
I'm the middle child, and it's an odd year. I'm odd, so now you should never forget.
Never forget that she's odd.
She's odd.
There you go.
So that's why I have to have you on the telephone with me when I'm ordering airline tickets for us, sister, because I do the 67, 68 thing too. And it's like, I don't want to get it wrong. It would screw things up really bad.
Write it down for the love of all that is holy. I mean, it has been 52 years. Let's get this
Okay.
right.
I'll write it on a Post-it. And where will that end up? I think I
In
do have it.
Neverland.
Oh, it will. No, she's got post-its all over the place.
I know.
Hey,
Inside
they're
her cupboard
important.
door. That's where you need to put it. They are important.
Yes, they are.
Read one to me.
Oh my gosh, I'm not upstairs.
I'll read
Mom. I'm
one to you.
downstairs.
Yeah, but I can picture one. It says, "Your life is what you make it."
Yeah.
What are you, Confucius?
That's what is written on one of the post-its inside the cabinet in her house.
Here's another one. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got.
Okay.
Now, did you write that or Dave?
No, that's a quote I heard somewhere.
Well, is it written in your? Yeah, you wrote
It's
it down.
it's on a Post-it on my cupboard, and it's been there for probably 20 years. I was looking at them the other day, and I'm like, oh, they're dusty and they're whatever, and I'm like,
You need,
they aren't leaving there.
Cal. You need
No.
to take a picture. Take a picture before they, fall off, and
Now the
Who knows
ones
what, but-
inside
they're
the cupboard door, those were all written to Dave. Those were all written to Dave by myself, his children, and the instruction with them is they go on his casket or in his casket.
Are you
Those
serious?
sentiments. I'm absolutely serious. Yes.
that he wants. Oh, I love
Yes.
that. Okay.
Those are
Oh, how sweet.
very important to him.
Yeah, and they should be. They should be.
Yeah.
I have piles of them saved in boxes.
I don't have any from my kids. My
This-
kids never did that for me. I don't have a single one.
That's because Post-it notes weren't invented back then.
Right.
Oh,
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
So
Well, we couldn't
This-
afford Post-it notes.
that's probably true.
That is
Very true. Good one, Shell. So the
I
sentiment
buy them a lot
ones,
now, though.
The sentiment ones.
1977.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So The
we
sentiment
didn't
ones
have
on the front of the cupboard were encouraging words I wanted either my children or myself or all of us to see on a daily basis. I used to have a thing taped to the mirror in the bathroom, and I gave it to one of my kids. I don't remember where it is. I mean, I laminated
I know
it in.
I know the statement. Yep, I remember.
Yep. And it was just an empowering. I can't remember it.
It was like encouraging to yourself.
Yes.
It was good.
And I wanted
So
my children to read it every day before they went to school.
So, Margot, do you guys leave notes for each other? Or what Brian and I do, I have a whole set of markers in the bathroom and we write notes on the mirror to each other. And like the one I wrote last night, I should go take a picture of it right now. I'll go do that. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, so on the same kind of note, Dave and I used to write notes on the mirror in the bathroom in the fog on the mirror. Usually just I love you, but I might have to do that tomorrow. It's been a long time.
I don't know, but see, in the bathroom, I'm doing bathroom stuff.
Okay.
Not feeling super loving while I'm doing my bathroom things.
Well, who goes through the bathroom in the morning first?
Well, I'm usually in the shower when Jason comes in to brush his teeth and wash his hair.
Okay.
And then he finishes up and leaves, and then I'm usually just getting out of the shower.
So,
Yeah.
because one of us would always get up so much earlier than the other and take their shower and go to work, we would just leave in the fog on the mirror, I love you or whatever. And so when the next person came in and took their shower and got out, that would be right there in their face. They would see it.
Yeah. And me and Jason will leave notes to each other when we go, like if we're going to be gone, if he's going somewhere or if I'm going somewhere, we'll then leave little notes for each other around the house so that as the person is doing their things, they then find the notes.
Yep.
I love that.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. And so there's still one which has been super, super long time since either of us have really been apart. But there's still sticky notes like in the kitchen cabinets and things.
Yep.
So when you open the door, it's still, right there.
I have one right here on my computer that's been here for a year and a half. And there's a song by a group called Passenger. And one of the lyrics is, you only know you love her when you let her go. So Dave put this post-it one night on my computer and says, a song says, you only know her when you love her when you let her go. I let her go, and yes, now I know she loves me even more. That's not the song lyrics. He used a little bit of them in there, but this will never leave my computer, ever.
These are good. These are really, really sweet. Yeah. It sounds like we all
Shelley,
love our spouses. That's
Shelley,
cool.
I got that picture. That's a whole bunch of artwork there. That ain't just a note. That's a whole.
Well, I wrote, because we have been quarantined for 10 days. So last night I made a little frame so that when he walked in, it would be his face would be in the middle of that picture. And I wrote and I put red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple hearts, except I don't have yellow, love, and you. And then I call him cute boy. So I was pointing at the frame and then he wrote what's in the middle of it. So yeah, we write all over the mirror.
That's awesome.
That's very cute.
I like that.
So yeah, we all have
one thing that me and Jason did for years and years is, we're contact wearers. Jason, since he has needed the use of bifocals, no longer really wears. You guys, the cutest thing on this whole entire planet is when my husband, if he's wearing his contacts, puts on his readers to read something and he has to do the little adjustment, adjustment to see it. You guys, it melts my heart every time. Or when I show him something on my phone and he has to take his glasses off to see it, it just melts my heart. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah. But for years when we had contacts, we kind of had this thing where it was, if you made the next person run out of saline solution while they were doing their business with the contacts, you would win. It was like, you now have to open the new bottle of contact solution,
Yep.
And then whoever, was in the bathroom at that time and would like throw out the empty contact solution bottle. And then you knew you were the winner.
Oh,
winner.
I love it.
Yay.
I love it.
Or we'd hide it in each other's stuff, when we emptied it out.
Yep.
And so this went on literally for years.
I love it.
And then one year I mailed him the empty saline solution bottle to his work.
Awesome.
And I mailed it to him at work. And in the return label, I used a whole bunch of different languages to basically spell out, to say, I am the winner. And I live at 123 Winter Circle in Winter Town. And I just used different languages, like Russian and stuff, and then mailed it to him at work in brown box. It's really light because the only thing that was in there was an empty saline bottle and a letter.
I love it. That's fun.
He calls me from work and goes, "Did you have something mailed to me at work?" I'm like, "Huh?
What?
I'm not sure. Did I?" It's like, "I got this weird package." He's like, "Okay, I gotta go." And then pretty soon he calls me back. He's like, "My mom didn't send me anything at work. I got this package. Are you sure you didn't have anything mailed to me at work?" I'm like, "You know what? What is it? Like, what is it?" And he goes, "It's just some gibberish for the return label." And, and I'm like, "Oh, well, does it Google Translate into anything?" And then he's like, "I don't know." And then he hangs up and then he calls him back and he's like, "No, it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense." He's like, "I don't know if I should open it." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know. Go ahead, open it. Don't open it. I don't know." And then we like 3 or 4 times he called me. And then he opened it, which I'm envisioning my husband opening this like at arm's length.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like outside in the alley, opening this box. And inside the box, I had folded up this pretty flowery pink paper. And on the paper, I had taken the song "We Are the Champions," and I had changed it up to basically say that I am the winner.
I love it.
This is my winning thing. And to this day, he has said that, yes, I have won the saline solution.
You're the winner
bottle war
forever. I love it.
Forever and ever. It was the absolute best.
Oh,
like, wow,
that was good.
It's just gibberish. It's just gibberish. I don't know what it is. What would it be? I'm like, well, no one's going to send you like a bomb. Like, just open it.
Oh, that's funny.
It is the best.
That's good.
So you guys want to know what happened? Well, one thing that I read, we were talking about things that happened when Shelley was born. One thing that notable happened when you were born was that, where'd it go? I lost it now.
Let's see.
Yeah.
See.
U.S. Navy pilot John McCain was shot down over North Vietnam and was taken prisoner for more than 5 years.
Oh boy.
And that's a fact.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's like a stamp in history. So.
Yep.
All right.
See?
But today in history,
Ooh, here we go.
In 1507, Leonardo da Vinci was commissioned to paint Lisa Grinaldi, otherwise known as Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, yeah. Ah, cool. 1507.
1507. I don't know how
I
long
didn't
it
realize
took
that
to
was
paint
a
her,
commission painting. I always thought it was just a figment of his imagination. I thought it was one of, out of his head. I never knew it was
Did you guys know that the Mona Lisa painting was stolen for years and years?
Yes.
I did hear about that.
Did you listen to the podcast about that?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they were able to do it by removing doorknobs and stuff. And then it just kind of stayed rolled up underneath somebody's bed.
It's incredible.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That'd be fun to listen to.
It's very interesting.
Well, it's a criminal podcast, Shell.
Oh, never mind.
Well, but
unless
this
it's
one
only
isn't
about the piece of art.
I don't think
It is only about the
anyone
piece of art.
dies.
Nobody dies. It's only about the piece of art.
Nobody died. It's only about the who did it and why they did it. And
Yeah.
And then in 1921, milk drivers on strike dumped thousands of gallons of milk into New York City streets protesting
You are kidding.
the prices in the market for milk. Can you imagine?
I
Thousands
can't.
of gallons of milk
Those poor
just
cows.
into the streets.
Yeah.
Into the
Oh,
streets.
wait. Do you know what month it was in? This month? In the
Good
fall?
Great question. Cold or hot?
Oh.
Curdled or
Yeah.
frozen?
Right?
Right.
Yeah, that would,
Wow.
it's gross.
It looks cool.
And then,
Hmm.
that's this picture of it.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. Well, I don't know. They got their sleeves rolled up.
I'll have to ask Dave if he knows that.
It doesn't look like it was cold out.
Mm-mm.
New York
No.
City. Wow.
New York City. Ugh, gross. And then in 1957, today in history, the Soviet Union launches Sputnik 2
Ooh, Sputnik.
with the first animal in space on board, a dog named, I want to say it's Laika, but I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's Laika.
I would say Leica.
Like
Laika? I don't know.
Or Leica.
My husband, I can hear my husband correcting me in the back of my head.
That would be
but I don't know what he's saying.
Those would be my guesses. Or there may be some accent like Leica. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Spitballing.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah.
They took a puppy into space.
Too. Yeah. Have you guys ever seen the movie So I Married an Axe Murderer?
No. Why would I? No.
Oh, no. It's really good. It's funny. It's got, what's his name? Mike Myers?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
No, not the killer Mike Myers, but the comedian from Canada.
Different.
I knew who you meant.
Yeah.
Isn't he the one that was in like Mike Myers? He's the one, the pinky to the mouth, the guy.
Oh yeah, he was
the bald
what's
guy.
his face?
He was Wayne's World, and then
not Wayne's
Austin
World.
Powers.
Austin Powers. Is that him?
Man of Mystery.
Yeah. Is he always goofy, weird like that?
He is. He is usually goofy and weird like that.
Okay.
But in this one, there's a kid in there, and he's got a big, huge head, and his dad always calls him Sputnik.
So I'm trying to remember
Sputnik.
Who's the actress in that one, Margot?
Oh,
she's a big actress.
Fingers are a flying.
Yeah, I hear them.
Nancy Travis.
Oh no, that's not who I was thinking of. I know who Nancy Travis
is her name.
I do know who she is. I'll have to look into it a little more again. Yeah. But so
Nancy Travis.
I laugh at Shelley going, ew, about Mike Myers. And
I knew you were going to say it. I knew it.
She shares stuff about Elf, and I go, ew, I can't stand that guy.
And I was going to say, Kelly, if you think Will Ferrell if you think you like Mike Myers and you don't like Will Ferrell, what is wrong with you?
No, either one. I don't.
Okay.
I think there's one Will Ferrell movie I liked, and I can't remember what it is right now off the top of my head.
I rewatched
Talladega Night. Come on.
He's goofy a little bit in that one. It's a cute movie, but no, the one Stranger Than Fiction, Kelly, he does a serious role. You would like that show. You would like that movie because it's about an author. It's cool. And he doesn't do anything goofy.
I may have seen that. Not sure.
What was the name of it?
Will Ferrell, so
what was
Stranger Than Fiction.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But I believe
he brings her flowers, and then he sits down on the couch and just starts playing that song.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Tears.
It was
Love
good.
it.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't have to say it again. It's okay.
No.
I know how you feel.
I have seen movies I've liked Will Ferrell in. I can't think of them off the top of my head. But
you feel like in Elf, he's just too goofy.
Oh, Elf was just fucking stupid.
He's so sweet, though. You have to look at it that he's like an innocent child. And if you look at it that way, you can see it differently. And I'm not asking you to watch it again. It's just my observation.
Well, it's the first movie you ever had me get on Vudu with my free Voodoo thing when you were here. It's the greatest movie ever,
because
Kelly.
I love it so much. It is. It's one of my favorite classic Christmas movies.
Maybe someday I'll watch it.
The two movies that I watch while I'm decorating my tree for Christmas in my living room is Elf and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the one with Jim Carrey.
Yes,
oh, that's fabulous.
The best.
Yep.
So
every year. Those are who I watch.
Do you guys like the Christmas movie, A Christmas Story?
No. And I'll tell you why. Because it had way too much hype.
Rifle?
Yes.
With the rifle, you shoot your eye out with one thing.
gun.
And the leg lamp. Yep. And it had, I didn't see it until.
Gradually.
Yes. I didn't see it until like 5 years ago. And there was so much hype. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. And I watch it and I'm like, are you kidding me? No.
Right.
No. But anybody who saw it when they were a kid feels like it's a classic.
My husband loves it. I had to buy it. Then we watched it and I'm like, no.
But to him, yeah, I'm telling you, if you saw it when you were a kid back then, because kids now wouldn't give it the time of day, but
it's a classic for boys.
It's a classic. And it's a classic. I mean, we usually watch it every year, along with, the other great Christmas movies like Gremlins and Die Hard.
Die Hard is my favorite.
The best.
Yes, and that is a Christmas movie.
Yes,
And
it is.
people,
Right?
there's always a discussion every year. Like, is it a Christmas movie? Well, it happened during Christmas. That makes it a Christmas movie. Sorry.
Yes.
It's the best.
The same thing with Gremlins, because
Totally.
Shelly, our sons watch Gremlins for Halloween, and I'm
I
like,
did.
no, it's not a Halloween movie.
I know.
So, Shelly, do you like
Yeah.
Gremlins?
You know what? I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Jake just told me that he introduced Jackie to it, and I have all the memories of like what not to do. Don't get him wet. Don't feed him after midnight and that kind of thing. But I don't really remember too much of it.
But you're not
Except for
scared of
when they
it,
get-
like
No. Mm-mm.
Oh.
It's phony baloney. Those things aren't real.
no, they're not.
Bears are real. Sharks are real. People are real.
I just watched Jaws this weekend.
See?
See,
Real.
Number one.
I just
That's
watched it.
Jaws #1. That's the best.
It is. Oh, well, she even
I can
said
totally
that.
watch it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can watch it now because I love the scene where that giant shark is halfway onto the boat and he's like, or when it jumps up and he's like, we're going to need a bigger boat. I mean, some classic stuff.
Right.
I can't go in the water, mind you, but I can watch that show.
Well, neither could, what's his face? He wasn't going in the water. So that's funny because I did documentaries this weekend on Hulu and whatnot. And I watched the one about Timothy Treadwell and
No, why? Oh,
there.
sorry. I'll shut up. Yeah. Sorry.
I just
sorry.
think
Timothy
the
Treadwell.
whole thing he's the one who went up and lived with the bears in Alaska and got eaten by them.
Oh, gross. That was terrible.
Yeah, what was that? What's the movie called?
Oh,
It's called Don't Watch Me.
I can't remember.
Something about night or dark or something.
The one I watched was called Grizzly Man.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
There's another one. There's a book or something that Jason was like.
That's a different
this
guy.
is why.
We talked about this.
Yeah,
That was a different guy.
You brought it up on
Oh.
a different.
Okay.
But Kelly, what were you saying? You did documentaries this weekend.
Yeah. So I did happy ones.
Did you
and I did
horrors?
And that a happy one?
Yeah.
No.
How does that one rate? No.
Well,
what was a happy one? Let's counteract this.
They don't
No, go ahead.
go into they go into the whole story about why he did what he did, why he lived there for 13 years with the bears. 13 years. And then just this year, there was a rogue bear that came down from higher elevations, they figure, and was more aggressive. I mean, he was petting the bears. He was there with them and their cubs.
Oh.
Yeah.
But see, that's what bears do.
They eat people.
Is they lure you in. They make you comfortable. They're like, oh, come here, little human. Look how cute and fuzzy I am.
Come here, my
Come
pretty.
closer.
Get in a sleeping bag. Ooh, you look like a taco.
And that's why
And
we
then
give
they
our
make
little
you-
babies teddy bears, right?
Right.
Right.
Mhm. Oh, he had a teddy bear he had from his childhood. He took with him every year up there.
Oh.
I mean, he wasn't a young man. He was in his 30s. He had done this for 13 years. Anyway, so other documentaries I watched was the one about Betty White. Other one was, do any of you watch Schitt's Creek?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, where have you been?
Okay. All right. Well, it's the last season is on Netflix, and I know half of you don't have Netflix. However, I will share my password if you want to see it. They did a documentary about them filming and doing their last season, and it was
That's the
really
last
incredible
season?
to watch. It is
Oh, I
last
love
season,
that
honey.
show so much.
I
Okay.
know. But it's so
yeah,
fun to
that's
watch
okay.
them all talk about how it was created and how it came out of Daniel Levy's mind. And he's like, Dad, I want to do this thing. And then how it ended and how they feel. And they ended it on their own, on
Okay,
their terms.
spoiler alert.
It's
Well, they wanted
spoiler
money
really
to
good to
say
watch. Oh, they've
Did it?
done a lot of them.
Okay.
What's the spoiler alert?
She didn't want you to spoil alert her because she hasn't watched.
No, I haven't watched either.
All right, I was worried.
I don't know how it ended. No, I
Okay,
will
we're
watch.
good.
My husband doesn't like it anymore.
He doesn't like it? Well,
I don't think it's Jason's favorite either. It's too obscure for him.
Yeah.
Scare. I can't.
know?
Moira.
Yeah.
I want to channel Moira, and sometimes I try. I just
I
love
love
her
it.
to pieces.
My husband
And
doesn't
every
like,
once in a while,
what's
Alexis.
that other one, Shell, that I really like?
Turdy
Oh,
works.
what show? A different.
Turdy works.
I will
I
not.
watched Turdy
Guys,
Works.
you guys.
No, Shell.
Oh, you guys. Okay. Well, while you're thinking of it,
What? Oh my gosh.
the podcast I'm editing right now is when you first mention it, and I'm like, I am not watching a stinking show about poo. I'm just not. And you guys just brought it up again. Oh, that's so funny. So funny.
I'm not watching it. Oh, Shelly, what's the one?
What?
What's the one? What's the thing? What's
What
the
do you-
one with the thing?
what?
And the thing?
I don't know.
Where she
Yeah.
hits the guy with her car, and then befriends the girl, the woman's or the widow.
Oh, Dead to Me.
Thank you.
I have not watched the current season or the last
haven't
season
either.
because it got weird, but
Did
it
it?
started out awesome.
I haven't watched it in a while because my husband doesn't like it, and I have to watch it on my
Dead
own. But
to
I'm
Me.
into documentaries now.
Okay, well, it'll still be there somewhere.
Oh, I've not heard of that.
Starts. Oh, you
Oh,
can't.
it's
It's on
good.
Netflix. Never mind. Doesn't matter. It's on
Oh, okay.
Netflix. Netflix is
Okay. Well,
bad. Bad Netflix.
thanks for
Shame
all
on you.
dangling that little thing in front of me and then taking it away.
Until I listened to something recently, I forgot that I was supposed to cancel Netflix. I forgot there was a whole thing. I forgot.
You don't have to do.
So you
anything.
guys, I
Yeah,
thought
but yeah.
I was going to type in "dead to me" and see if I could get it somewhere else, and I did "dead toe."
Dead toe.
It comes
I have
up
a dead toe.
amputation. Background and
Who else has a
indications,
dead toe?
contradictions. Oh my Lanta!
Oh, Dead to Me. It's really, really good. The first season and maybe even the second season for sure.
Okay, I either need to take a bathroom break or we need to
I
end
think-
because
I
I'm
think-
going to die.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
time, ladies.
wow.
I doubt you're gonna die.
Well,
She might pee
I'll
though.
wet my chair. Oh my God, don't make me laugh.
All right.
That's what the show is all
Serious
about.
business now. No laughing.
No,
Don't laugh it.
No.
All right.
Look, there's a garbage can. I'll be fine.
Oh Lord Almighty. Well, before we sign off, right now we're at 129 electoral for Joe Biden,
Oh.
94 for Trump. However, Trump does have the majority of popular vote.
Which doesn't matter. So who cares?
It doesn't matter, but they all were saying that Joe Biden was going to have the majority, but we still got a lot of states still that's
Yep.
have to.
I don't watch. I always just wait and wake up and go, do we have a president or don't we? Because there was a couple years or at least one that we were like, nope, we don't have a president yet. So
Okay, ladies,
Mhm.
I am going to die or burst.
she's going to pee.
You know,
Oh, I thought she went.
No.
I thought she ran and went. Oh.
all right.
All right. I needed this. Thank you very much. It's been a tough couple weeks. And
Yes.
you guys, I've missed you.
We love you, Sissy. We've missed you.
I love you too.
Yeah, this was fun.
It was.
Thanks, guys.
It was. Thank you very much.
Love,
Love
you
you
all.
All
guys.
right.
Love you,
All
love,
right.
love, love.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.